What's up, guys? Today I want to talk a little bit about NASCAR and the schedule and the TV ratings and stuff. Uh, Maybe a couple months ago or a couple of weeks ago, I talked about how NASCAR is failing in promoting the sport and you know with the racing and all that. I just saw a video by Eric Estep. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen his channel. Good stuff. He covers NASCAR. And he was talking about the ratings for the midweek races. And how the ratings aren't doing well. I mean, the NASCAR is not doing well in terms of ratings. And it just, it pisses me off because there's a narrative that is starting to permeate where people think of NASCAR and the ratings, right? And they feel like, okay, the midweek races are a failure. And that really bothers me because it's not the midweek races that are a failure. It's NASCAR. It's the lack of promotion. And I talked about this a while ago, and I still don't see anywhere near enough promotion. I might have seen one or two promos. I just might have happened to be turning the channel and saw a promotion for the race. This last Thursday, NASCAR ran it at Kansas. I didn't even know about that race till like 2 days before, on Tuesday. And that was only because I just happened to be, I don't even remember how I found it, but I was watching either something online or flipping channels. Whatever it was, I saw that, okay, Thursday, the race is at Kansas, 7:30. And you could see up here, Kansas Speedway, Thursday, July 23rd, 7:30 p.m., NBC Sports. So I just happened to run into some information, and that's how I knew. And I made a mental note of it to tune in on Thursday, which happens to be a day off for me, which is perfect. But the only reason I knew about the race is I just happened to find information on it. Just browsing, or I was just fiddling around on the internet. Whatever it was that I was doing, I don't even remember. And I've said, NASCAR is failing. They're asleep at the wheel. Where's all the promotion? Okay, so the reason that these ratings are so bad is primarily the lack of promotion. Okay? That's number one. Very few of us actually follow the schedule every week. Even hardcore fans, you're used to the idea that these races are on Sunday, and you go about your weekly business as if, okay, Sunday the race will be on, I'll find it and watch it. Except now, every once in a while, we've had a midweek race, a change to the schedule. How are you supposed to know this stuff unless you actively look for it? I'm a hardcore NASCAR fan, and I can tell you 99% of the time, I just assume the race is on Sunday. And it's only because I'm always checking for NASCAR information, anything related to NASCAR, where I might find out, oh, the race is on a different night or a different day. But most people don't really do that. So you tune in on Sunday and you probably found out there's no race. What's going on? Oh shit, they ran Thursday. Or if you just happen to find out the results. Huge fucking problem. Huge ball drop by NASCAR. And they just managed to, it's almost like they purposely want to keep the ratings low. How can you screw this up? We're still in the middle of a pandemic. There's still not a lot of sports as far as options. Let people know when these races are. Promote it. If there's a midweek race, let people know. Do whatever you can to get the word out. Now, this brings me to the other huge problem. These races are on cable. Don't you realize what's going on? I'm talking to NASCAR, of course. The economy is really bad right now. People are losing their jobs. Unemployment is at record high, and it's continuing to happen. A lot of people are looking for ways to save money. And where is one of the first things you might consider doing is cutting your fucking cable. Cable is way too expensive for what you get, and you get a shitload of content that you don't want. The business model of cable is dying. It's a dying industry. They're not moving quick enough to streamline their services. They're still charging a shitload of money. Anywhere from $150 to $200 for a fucking cable package of garbage. So now you're putting these races on cable. NBC Sports and fucking Fox Sports 1. Most people don't even fucking know where those channels are on their fucking box. And it's a midweek race. All you have on local channels is fucking reruns. How many times can you watch the same fucking show again and again? Reruns. You mean to tell me NASCAR can't convince NBC or Fox, the local affiliates, to air these races and say, hey, there's very little sports available to people. All you have right now are reruns anyway. Put these races on. You're going to get people to watch. Even by accident, people just flipping around local channels, they'll see a race is on, they might stay watching it. You're not going to get as many people just happening, who just happen to flip on NBC Sports. On my box, it's on channel 590 or Fox Sports 1, 570 something. I mean, nobody really browses that high in the cable channel list. You're mostly going through TNT and these other stuff, more of the basic package stuff. It's so fucking incredibly stupid the way NASCAR has done very little promotion, and they just keep pushing these races to cable. This should be on local channels for everyone. There's nothing but reruns on right now. We're in the middle of a pandemic. There's no sports on. Everything is tailor-made for NASCAR, for this moment, to take advantage of it. And instead of taking advantage of it, they're just floating around with like business as usual. And now there's a narrative of, midweek races don't work. Look at the ratings. No, that's not the fucking case. If people know these races are on, and it's on like a local channel, I guarantee you the ratings would be way higher. Nobody's checking for these races because most people assume it's Sunday. It's on Sunday. I would have missed this race if I didn't happen to just find out that, oh shit, it's on Thursday on NBC Sports. So I made a note of it. Okay, I'm going to watch. Otherwise, I would have waited till Saturday, which is what I usually do, and I set my cable box for the Sunday race. Because I work Sunday afternoon. I watch the race when I get home. So, that's normally what I do. I would have missed out on this race. It's insane. And I'm just telling people, the fucking low ratings, I know there's people out there dying. They're dying to blame this on other shit. Okay? And I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to hear about other stuff that's why less people are watching. You know what? There might be a handful of people who actually walk away from watching NASCAR over stupid shit. Okay? Grow the fuck up. If you're a real NASCAR fan, you're not going to stop watching over dumb side shit that you may or may not agree with or like or not. You know, I don't like everything that happens or every little thing connected to NASCAR. It's not going to stop me from watching the sport. So, don't listen to anybody who gives you some bullshit about this is why the ratings are low. The ratings are fucking low because NASCAR is doing a shit job of promoting. Okay? And airing these fucking races on cable when we are hitting record numbers of unemployment. No, people don't want to pay hundreds of dollars for fucking bullshit cable packages that are not worth what they're charging anyway. People are streamlining. They're getting a local HD antenna and watching local TV, and maybe they'll pay for, internet. Most people just can't live without internet, and paying for Netflix. And there you go. You got enough content to get you by in these hard times. So you have to think ahead. You got to understand what's happening out there and do business accordingly. Where's the fucking promotion? What the fuck's going on with NASCAR? And I'm going to tell you something else. Why would a sponsor... And see, this is... You might ask yourself, why is this guy bent out of shape over ratings? Because there's a trickle-down effect. Everything is connected. There's a ripple effect. I shouldn't have said trickle-down effect. There's a ripple effect. Everything's connected. Everything's affected. There's a cause and effect. When you get lower ratings, sponsors are less likely to invest in the sport. Why would I, as a sponsor, want to invest millions of dollars for a sport where the ratings are struggling? I look at these ratings and I'm like, you know what? I'd like to invest, but I want a return for my money. I want the most exposure possible. I'm looking at the ratings and I'm saying, maybe I want to invest, but I just can't do it. So now the sport struggles because of a lack of sponsorship. Everything's connected. You're looking at teams that are looking to downsize. The economy's not doing well. So if you can't even get the ratings to where they need to be, then sponsorship goes away. And that is ultimately what is going to be the final the final nail in the coffin. You can't let this happen. If you're NASCAR, you need to wake up. And I said this shit like 2 months ago, whenever it was that I made these, I already talked about this. And you see, I was right. Are you really seeing enough promotion? Where is the promotion? Why is this still on cable? And I am a hardcore NASCAR fan. And even I'm telling you that a lot of these midweek races caught me by surprise. And it's only because I'm always checking for information. I'm always looking for NASCAR stuff because I'm a fan, and I'm always interested in these things that I talk about. And today, I caught that Eric Estep video, and he's talking about, how bad the ratings are midweek. And this is the problem. People walk away with this idea like, oh shit, you know what? Midweek races just don't work. That's the wrong narrative. I'm not saying that's what Eric Estep said. I'm saying that that's the idea people get. When they see low ratings, midweek races, they don't put two and two together. They don't look into it like I am and saying, you know what? Where was the promotion? I didn't even know about this shit till last minute, or if at all. How many people missed the race altogether because they assumed, races on Sunday? I'm sure there's a lot of people that didn't even catch the race, that were shocked afterwards that it happened midweek. Not everyone follows the schedule and always checks for it. So this is all on NASCAR. And I get it. They can't just tell Fox or NBC to air the race, but man, you damn sure could pick up a phone. You can talk to them and say, listen, man, you're running fucking the same garbage shows that nobody's watching. They're fucking reruns. There's very little in terms of sports available to people. Promote it. Put the race on midweek on a local channel. Everybody has local TV. Promote it. I guarantee you the ratings will be a lot higher than whatever garbage they're fucking rerunning on local TV. If you can't make that case to Fox or NBC, I don't know what to tell you. But I guarantee you the ratings would be way, way higher if the promoting was properly done and the races were on local TV. They should be nationally televised. Stop putting this shit buried in a fucking cable. Some cable networks that nobody watches except, when they are actually looking for a specific content. Wake up to the reality of what the times we're living in. People are losing their jobs. People are looking to cut costs. In the first place, a lot of people look is cable. Why am I fucking paying $150, $200 a month for 90% of these fucking channels I never watch? So people say, fuck it, I'll get a local antenna, I'll pay for cable, for internet, and I'll pay for fucking Netflix, which is whatever, $12, $15 a month. So I got plenty of stuff I can browse and watch. And if I have internet, I got plenty to watch on the internet and my local channels. That's more than enough for me through these hard times. The cable business model is a dying business model. They have refused to move because they're fucking greedy. And they still want to charge people hundreds of dollars for fucking bullshit. And they force feed these packages of channels that you don't give a shit about, that you'll never watch, but they make it part of channels that they package it with channels they know you want, so they can jack up the price instead of streamlining it. They don't want to streamline because then they have to charge less, and these people are just fucking greedy. I don't want to go too far into that. That's not what this video is about. But this is a failure. Not advertising when this race was coming on and burying it on cable. And I think it's safe to say I was fucking right. I keep telling you guys, I talked about this weeks ago. When the last time I talked about how NASCAR is failing and how you have a golden opportunity. There's no other sports on. Very little. What are you going to do when baseball comes back? There's already exhibition games. Baseball's around the corner. Basketball's around the corner. You just fucking pissed away 2 months of fucking exposure. Nobody's going to care about NASCAR when this other shit comes back. So if the ratings are this bad now, it's just going to get worse. I warned you guys. I mean, I'm talking to NASCAR. You got to wake the fuck up, man. The ship is sinking. You're taking on water. And you're doing nothing. This is a marketing issue. And it's an issue of how these races are televised. There's nothing but fucking reruns, for God's sake. I don't know what else to say, man. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. I look forward to your comments. Later.